Hello and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to look at profiles. Your profile is your mission statement, your introduction. It's all about you. You may think that very few people will look at it, but you'd be wrong. People are nosy and they love to know who they're speaking to. Perving profiles, as it's laughingly called, is a thing. So it's a good idea to show yourself as you want to be thought of. And a profile can do more than just tell people who you are. So let's dive into making profiles so you can have one that puts across the message you want people to get when they read up on you. Let's look at your profile now. You can call it up a number of ways. The easiest is to right-click on your avatar and choose Profile, but you can also go to Avatar on the top menu and then Profile. It can also be found online, but we'll get to that later. When you first call up your profile, it will open the Second Life tab. Some people fill in their real life details here, but there's a box for that should you wish to do so. However, it's not common. One of the main things about Second Life is the ability to be anonymous, and generally only those who have a public profile, such as Radio Spiral DJs, will put any of their real life details in their profile. Here we have the name section, which cannot be changed. It is the name you gave yourself when you created your account and is fixed. Older accounts may have two names here, but all accounts created in the last few years will just have one. Are you fed up with having that name you really wish you hadn't chosen? Well, there is a way you can have another name. A display name, as it is known, is a name that will appear above your avatar's account name in World. Not all people or viewers will see it, but most will. It's commonly used if people partner. They will often take their partner's name. It's also used by the hundreds of people that chose account names like I'm a Dork to attempt to correct their error of judgment. Onto display name? Then click the little wrench icon next to your name and a box will come up. Fill in your new name. Then confirm by typing it in again. Just be aware you can only change it once a week, but let's face it, that's better than being I'm a Dork forever, right? Your born date is the date you created your account. It's not the date you first logged in, unless they are the same. Your account tells the world you are a resident. Linden Lab employees will have their status in this section. Payment info tells everyone if you've put any payment method into secondlife.com, and also if you've used it. Some places won't let people in unless they have logged payment info. It's a way of saying you're serious about Second Life and not a griefer. But it's honestly not that necessary, unless you want to buy some Linden dollars. Partner is where the name of your partner will appear if you've proposed to someone in World and have had your proposal accepted. Yes, you can marry in Second Life. Second Life marriages are notorious for being changed as often as one might change their underwear, and only really strong friendships last for any length of time. However, that doesn't need to stop you from partnering. One of the main benefits I've found is that having a partner means you get hit on less. If you want to partner, you'll need to go to secondlife.com and log in. Go to the Accounts section on your dashboard and choose the Partners tab. You can then propose. Ensure that you put in the correct name here. It should be your prospective partner's name, not their display name, the name they used when they opened their account. If they have only one name in their name box on their profile, then their second name will be Resident. It costs 10 Linden to partner, and the person you send the proposal to must accept. Their proposal will be sent to the email that they have saved on their Second Life account, and they have 7 days to accept. Once they've accepted, your partner box will have their name in it, and vice versa. You can also divorce. That costs 25 linden. Groups is self-explanatory. It shows the groups you belong to. If you belong to any groups that you don't want people to know about, you can go to Group Info and choose to hide them from others. The About box is where you tell people all about you. This can say anything you want, but please think about what information you give here. Thankfully, if you've been "I'm a dork" in your About box, it's easy enough to change and can be changed at any time too. The Give Item box is where people can drop items for you, but it's just easier to drag an item onto the avatar you want to give it to, so this isn't used much. The Show in Search means what it says. People can look you up. I'm only here to film, so I'm going to uncheck this box. Key is your unique identifier key. It can be used by scripts, but you probably won't need it for a long while, if at all. Should you need to copy it, you can do so with the Copy URI button. Now let's look at that last section. Profile picture. Getting a profile picture that doesn't look stretched can be hard, but maybe you'll get lucky when you take a snapshot. If you're fussy, as I am, then you'll probably want to make one in Photoshop or GIMP. The dimensions you need are 178 by 133 pixels. But anything to the ratio 4:3 will do. It will cost you 10 linden to upload your picture if you haven't already paid to take it as a snapshot. If you don't want to waste money checking if the picture you've prepared on your computer will look right, then here's a useful tip. Click on the blank space where your picture will be. A box will come up. You'll see 2 radio buttons on the left under the blank picture. Choose Local and then Add. Add will open up your browser and you can choose the picture you prepared. Click OK and you'll see what it will look like. Be aware that only you can see this and it's temporary. When you log out and back in again, the local picture will be gone. So you'll need to upload it once you're happy. When you have your picture in your in-world inventory, you can drag and drop it into the blank space. Now it's permanent. Now let's look at the Web tab. You may find it blank when you click on it. That's because it takes a while to load. It will come up with your web profile. Yes, you can find your profile on the web at secondlife.com. You can play around with that online. We'll stick to the in-world profile in this video. The next tab is the Interests tab. It gives people an idea of what you're looking for from Second Life. You can also change this at any time, as it's likely your interest will evolve as you spend longer in world. None of these allow me to say that my interest is filming and nothing else, so I'll put build along with my skills, and I'll leave it at that. Pics is the section where you tell everyone of places you really like. However, if you're clever, and we are, right, then you can use it for other things too. I'll show you what I mean. First of all, I'm going to show you how to create a typical pic, one of a place that I love to visit. Needless to say, this is the Radio Spiral parcel. Before I create the pic, I'm standing at the spot where I think people would most like to land when they arrive. Then I click New. You'll see that the name of the location and its profile picture will come up. I can change the picture should I wish by dragging and dropping one of my own. I can also change the text should I wish with my own comments. I'll leave it as it is and just save. Now for the clever bit. I want people to know that they should contact Gypsy for more information, so I'm going to put her in my pics. Again, I'll stand somewhere that I'm happy for people to teleport to. I would not stand at my home location, for instance. Then I will create a new pic as before. This time I'll rename the title as Gypsy Witch. I'll also write something different in the description box. Finally, I'll drag and drop a picture of Gypsy into the picture window. Now I have a pic which shows Gypsy, so if people look they can see what's important to me, which is that they know of Radio Spiral and that they know to contact Gypsy. The Classified tab is only of use if you have a business, and nothing here will show up unless you have created an advert. You can do so by clicking the plus button at the bottom of the section, should you need to. Advertising costs, but it's not expensive. The First Life section is for real life details. As I mentioned before, very few people fill in this section, and unless you'll benefit from people knowing who you are, I suggest you leave it completely blank. As I'd like to promote our station, I will put our website address in and the station's logo for a picture. Lastly is the notes section. This is not for your own notes at all. You will actually make notes using someone else's profile and make notes on them. Let me show you what I mean. Gypsy's come to see what I'm up to, and I think I'd like to remind myself of something about her. So I'll click on her avatar and choose Profile. Then I'll go to the Notes section. I can then keep notes and change any preferences I have for her. Notes on other avatars cannot be seen by the avatars they're written about. And that's the end of another video. I hope it helps you to make a profile that's useful for you. Join me in the next video and don't forget to subscribe.